Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to QC Comics with, of course, another action figure unboxing video. And today we're diving back into a little Neca. And this is a figure that I have most of the classic horror icons, you know, your ghost faces and leather faces and Freddy and Jason and all that. And this was the one that I was really missing from those big horror icons. So I saw this at my local Target and I decided it was time to add Chucky to the collection. So there's kind of a quick look at the box. You look inside, you've got a nice glossy toy photo there. Just a nice, oh man, I love the expression they got on that particular head. Although from what I can see, they all look pretty good. If you're an inbox collector or you are a, you know, save the box kind of collector, I will try to keep me ripping the top of this box out of frame because, yeah, I forgot my scissors. So I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings here. And I'm going to kind of speed, I don't want to say I'm going to speed through it, but I am going to kind of just go through the weapons quickly because, as always with most Neca, there is just a ton of accessories. So it's really time consuming, and I don't want this video to be 20 minutes long. One of my favorites though is the big yardstick from Child's Play 2 where he attacks the teacher in the school. So you got the good guy's yardstick there. You've got the straight razor from Child's Play 3. Try and flex a little bit of my Child's Play knowledge here. I believe the painted knife was from the original film, I believe. And, oh, of course, from the iconic Good Guys Factory Final Showdown in Child's Play 2, you've got the duct-taped knife hand that Chucky sported, which is one of my favorite horror scenes of all time. And then I'll just kind of quickly show here without taking them out. You've just got a variety of different weapons here. You've got a bat. You've got a Good Guy's hammer. You've got a little gun there, which, if you've seen the show, you know Chucky doesn't like guns. The classic kitchen knife. And then you've got kind of what's like a big hunting knife there. And then, oh, of course, you have alternate hands as well. So, and another kind of a neat thing I didn't even realize was in the package, I'm just kind of discovering this, is you have an actual box here so that you can put your Neca figure in this box and display it like Chucky would come to some unassuming kid that didn't realize his doll was possessed by Charles Lee Ray, a serial killer. So that what a just a good idea to put something like this in there so that you can put it on the shelf with him in the box, and then you can have, you know, pop out just the figure itself here. So you could just put this guy in there. And just a friendly doll. And just pop them right in the box. Yeah, that's just an awesome idea. I'm really happy they did that. I didn't realize that was in there, and I'm just happy to find that. That's really cool. As always with Neca, yeah, you can kind of hear a little creaking, little crunching when I go to move it. So I will probably run the joints through warm water just to make sure nothing breaks on me. But I will kind of move everything here just a little bit. I feel like maybe this is the same body they used for the Trick or Treat Sam. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's the same. I don't know for sure. But the detail, like most Neca figures, is superb. All the paint applications are done really well. Usually if there's a flaw, it's just kind of a one-off. And if there's multiples on the shelf, always check the paint applications so you get the best one. But, of course, this is the least interesting of the Chucky faces here. So let's pop out some alternate heads. You've got the classic look here. I think you could probably say this is like Child's Play 1 or 2, or though even the newer ones with Cult of Chucky and, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the other film. But, you know, with the newest TV show, Chucky on Sci-Fi. And yeah, so that head could kind of be applied to that. One of my favorites is this sliced head from Child's Play 3, where you can see, you know, he's turning human, so you just get all the gunk and gore on the inside of his head, but he still has that maniacal laugh. this is probably what's going on my figure. I love this so much. Although I think what most people will like is this head here, because you could kind of use this as the like Bride of Chucky or Seed of Chucky kind of look. Although I believe that one was a little bit more torn up. And this one is probably more kind of geared towards the newer films, where initially he looks like this, but then you see under the makeup, you know, he's actually still has the scarred head. So, but, you know, you can use it for Seed of Chucky or Bride of Chucky kind of head. And this is really why I never pulled the trigger on any of the other Chuckies, is that I felt like this one really covered everything you needed from the early films to, you know, parts 3 and 4 and 5 and the newer stuff. And then you have the unassuming Chucky face here. So I really feel like it covers all your needs and everything kind of in one figure here. And I know this has been out for a while, so a lot of people have this. But it was the first time for me seeing it at my Target. And yeah, I went ahead and snagged it and picked it up. So anyway, I'm going to pop my favorite head on Chucky here, pose him up with a weapon, and we'll give our final thoughts. And, you know, we'll put a number grade on it. Why not? It'll be fun. Okay, so there we got Chucky posed up. We got the parts switched out we wanted to. And what I forgot to, or I guess I couldn't think of earlier, was in referencing this and this head, I said Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky is the other film that this could kind of, you know, you could make it work with, depending on what you're trying to pose or display you're making. If you want to have reference to a particular film, that was the name that escaped me. And I will say I popped off 2 different hands. One initially, I didn't realize I was pulling out the hand that's got just a real big grip. Sorry if I can get that to focus there. Anyway, yeah, so it's got a big grip to it, so it wouldn't actually hold the knife. So then I pulled that off, and then I popped the kind of tighter gripped hand on here, both of which came, the hands, just a little bit of pull, a little bit of push, popped in and off, perfect. The head did come off fairly easily. However, putting a new head on was quite difficult. I did really have to give it a push. Warm water, again, probably would have made that easier. However, I've never had an issue with anything breaking on pushing a head in, so I wasn't too worried about it. I just kind of gave it a lot of force, and yeah, there you go. So I did go back on my word a little bit. I was going to put this on. However, my daughter comes down here, and I was thinking this might be a little bit too scary for her. So this one, not so scary. I'm going to put that on for display, and I will pop this head on whenever I get around to doing maybe some Halloween photos. So there we have it. This is a 10 out of 10 NECA figure for me. Easy grade. Tons of accessories, alternate hands, 3 different heads. I mean, just above and beyond, even for a NECA, which is known for giving lots of accessories. It is a little bit of a smaller stature for the figure. So, you know, you could say, well, you'd expect more stuff because it's a smaller figure. However, I find that's not always the case. And they definitely didn't have to go as much as they did. And for something when they call it the ultimate figure, this definitely is the ultimate Chucky figure. If you're a Chucky fan or a horror fan, or you just want to add to your NECA collection, this is a definite recommend. I picked it up at retail for $30. Maybe it was $32 now. I think the prices have gone up a little bit. But yeah, definitely for retail, I would recommend picking this up. Even as much up to, if you can find it online for $40, I'd say it's still a pretty good deal for what you're getting and the value of everything that's in the package. So, and I think this is pretty readily available on different sites and in store and elsewhere. So shouldn't be an issue picking it up. I definitely recommend it. What do you think about the Chucky figure? Do you like it? Is it one of your favorite NECA figures? Were you disappointed? I don't see how, but, you know, maybe you were disappointed by something. Anyway, in the comments, hit me up. Let me know what you think. I should have more videos coming down the pipe here later this week, hopefully into the weekend. We'll see what happens. So keep an eye out for those. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it.